Hi, everybody. Today I'm going to read to you a book called A Weekend with Wendell. And it is a book by Kevin Henkes. Do you remember when we read a book by Kevin Henkes before? And it was about a little mouse. Remember? She worried a lot. Yeah, you remember that book, don't you? Wemberly Worried. Anyway, this one's called A Weekend with Wendell. So, hey, that's another W word. Wendell and Wemberly. I wonder if Kevin Henkes likes names that start with W. Let's check it out. Are you ready? A Weekend with Wendell. Here we go. Inside title page by Kevin Henkes. Oh, these pictures are so tiny. I'm going to try to make sure you can see them. There we go. No, that's not good. There. One afternoon, Wendell's parents dropped him off at Sophie's house. Wendell's going to spend the weekend with us, Sophie's mother said, while his parents visit relatives out of town. Oh, boy, said Wendell. Sophie didn't say anything. How do you think Sophie's feeling right now? After a snack, Sophie helped Wendell carry his sleeping bag and suitcase upstairs. Well, what are we going to do now? Asked Wendell. Do you have any toys? Sophie pointed to her toy chest. Is that all you've got? Said Wendell. I've got 1,000,000 times more than that. What else is there to do around here? We could play outside, said Sophie. Okay, only if I can make the rules, said Wendell. That doesn't sound good. So they played house, and Wendell made the rules. He was the father, the mother, and the 5 children. Sophie was the dog. Then they played hospital. Wendell was the doctor, the nurse, and the patient. Sophie was the desk clerk. That doesn't sound like much fun. When they pretended they worked in a bakery, Wendell was the baker and Sophie was a sweet roll. Isn't this fun? Said Wendell. Sophie didn't say anything. Why do you think Sophie's being so quiet right now? At dinner, Wendell said he was allergic to anything green, so he didn't have to eat his vegetables. And then, when Sophie wasn't looking, he scraped the whipped cream off her dessert. When is Wendell leaving? Whispered Sophie. Soon, said her mother. Soon, said her father. After Sophie's parents tucked Sophie in bed and zipped Wendell in his sleeping bag, kissed them both, and turned off the light, Wendell grabbed his flashlight and shone it right in Sophie's eyes. See you tomorrow, he said, smiling. Sophie shut her eyes. I can't wait for Wendell to go home, she said to herself. On Saturday morning, when Sophie woke up, there was a lumpy blue monster jumping up and down on her bed. It was Wendell. She felt something pinch her leg at breakfast. It was Wendell. She heard scary noises coming from the broom closet. Guess what? It was Wendell. Wendell used Sophie's crayons and left them on the porch, so they melted. At lunch, Wendell finger painted with his peanut butter and jelly. Isn't this fun? Said Wendell. Sophie didn't say anything. When is Wendell leaving? Whispered Sophie. Soon, said her mother. Soon, said her father. How are they feeling about Wendell? What do you think? At bedtime, when Sophie put her head on her pillow, she heard something crunch. It was a note from Wendell. It said, "See you tomorrow." Sophie shut her eyes. "I can't wait for Wendell to go home," she said to herself. Before Wendell's parents picked him up on Saturday morning, he tried to make a long-distance phone call. That printing is really, really small, but it says, "Hello? Is this the North Pole?" He wrote his name on the bathroom mirror with toothpaste. I do not recommend doing that. Not a good idea. And he gave Sophie a new hairdo with shaving cream. "Want to go outside and help me wash this off?" said Sophie. "We could play firefighter." "Oh boy," said Wendell. So they played firefighter, and Sophie made the rules. She was the fire chief, and Wendell was the burning building. "Isn't this fun?" said Sophie. Wendell didn't say anything. "Do I get to be the fire chief?" asked Wendell. "Maybe," said Sophie. Soon, Wendell and Sophie didn't care who was the fire chief or who was the burning building. Why didn't they care anymore? Does anybody know? If you said that they just started having fun and they kind of forgot about their troubles, I think you're right. "Time to go," said Sophie's mother. "Time to go," said Sophie's father. "Already?" asked Wendell. "Already," said Sophie. "When is Wendell coming back?" asked Sophie. "Never," said her mother. "Never," said her father. And that afternoon, when Wendell unpacked his suitcase, he heard something crunch. It was a note from Sophie. It said, "I hope I see you soon." Here it is. "I hope I see you soon," from Sophie. And I hope I see you soon, friends. I miss you lots. I hope you're having lots of fun and spending lots of time having fun with your families and playing and drawing and coloring and building and being creative and stretching your brain. That's the most important thing. Have fun. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next week.